Welcome to the Hillbilly RV channel. Today we're working on a furnace. It's kind of a weird situation. Weird to me. These folks have an extended warranty and they contacted their extended warranty company. Extended warranty company sent them to a website, I think that's how it went, to find somebody to work on this. We called a guy, he never returned our calls. Called another guy, he came up here and started working on his furnace. Apparently this went on for several weeks. Replaced a bunch of parts and then just threw up his hands and couldn't fix it. The weirdest part of this story to me is the fact the guy came up here and worked on this thing like 3 or 4 times, put a bunch of parts in it, and never charged for anything. He never got paid for parts, labor, travel time, nothing. Just threw up his hands and said, I can't fix it. So I don't know what I'm gonna get into today, but let's see if we can fix it and see if we can figure out what he's done and maybe what he's done wrong or maybe what he should have done. So let's get it figured out. First thing I'm gonna do is just get this door off so I can see. Alrighty. The customer complaint is the furnace will run for like 3 minutes and shut off. So yeah, I don't know what that's all about, but 3 minutes is kind of odd. So the first thing I want to do, well, he did put a dinosaur board in it, so that's a plus. I can see a new cell switch, which feels okay. Somewhere deep inside this thing, behind the fan motor, I believe, is a high limit switch. I think that's been replaced. Customer thinks maybe it has a new motor, also new fan motor. So yeah, I don't know what all's been done here. Supposedly broke a wire, had to fix a wire. Yeah, it's just hard to say what all has gone on here. Well, supposedly he's had the furnace out numerous times, but that wire's never been unclipped. It still has and this one too. Still has the factory. Most people don't carry these on their truck. I forget what they even call that. It's a butt connector. Now the wire nuts, I'm sure he's been in here. That wire wasn't even in the nut, so that can be an issue. These are your thermostat wires. So I guess next, I'm not going to take you in. I believe this has Coleman air conditioner, so it has Coleman HVAC controls. I want to go in and look at that one. Wasn't in the nut either. That's good stuff. I'll go get me some Wagos and put those back together, and then I'll go inside and take a look at the thermostat and everything, and then we are going to probably come out here and listen. We'll let the customer turn it on. Excuse me, I guess got a terrible frog in my throat today. And verify the issue. Who knows? It could have been them wires. Alright, when I look at the thermostat, it's going to like 90, 70 in the coach. So I'm going to let the customer fire it up. We're going to time it, see what it does. Got my trusty Timex chronograph ready to go. We'll see how long it runs. So the fan started, sounded normal. I'm feeling how much air's moving, feels good. I'm just waiting for it to try to ignite the first time. You know, it takes a few seconds for that to happen. And there it is, it's trying to ignite. It didn't. I'm smelling for gas, and I didn't smell any gas at all. So at this point I'm wondering what in the world, because I was under the impression that it was lighting for 3 minutes and then shutting off. There it's trying to ignite the second time, because most all my modern boards are called a 3-try board. They will try to ignite 3 times. Again, on the second try, I didn't smell any gas. So I'm just kind of waiting for the third and final try, just to make sure that it's not going to light. And there I am smelling for gas again. I smelled 0 gas. So unbeknownst to me, it wasn't lighting. So that's why it cuts off after 3 minutes, because that's what the board does. It tries to light 3 times, and if there's no ignition, then it will just cut the fan off. That's what it's supposed to do. Never fired. You can see on the dinosaur board, there's an LED light on there. When it's green, it's got power. When it's red, the valve opens. It goes red, you can hear it click like the valve's opening. I smelled 0 gas. So we're going to pull this furnace out, take it apart, disassemble it, and clean the orifice and the burner tube assembly thing. So let me get some tools together and we'll get started pulling this furnace out. Alright, well, just talked to the customer again, and I was wrong. I thought the furnace was coming on, lighting and being on for like 3 minutes and then shutting off. No, it never lights. So and the guy that was working on it never even went to the orifice. So yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. Now I marked this blue wire because it goes in the red thermostat wire, and on Coleman it does seem to matter. Dometic, not so much, but Coleman, yes. So I marked those, and I'm going to put a little tape on that red wire so I don't have to go looking for a bad fuse here in a little bit. Or I tell you what, I'll just go ahead and put my WIGO on there, because it's going to have WIGOs when it goes back anyway. And just for y'all's information, I'm not going to talk trash about that guy anymore. It is what it is. Customer says he's a real young feller, so apparently he doesn't know much. Apparently, hopefully he will learn and he will get better. We all have to learn, right? We all start out at 0. No matter what you do in life, you start out at 0. Nobody wakes up and is an expert on anything. Nobody pops out of the womb and they're an expert on any subject. So I'm just going to go ahead, like I say, go ahead and get this furnace out of here, put it on the back of the truck. We can get to everything. Y'all don't always get to see me remove furnaces, so we're going to show you this one a little bit. Because usually I'm inside where you can't see, because I can't see. Was he pulling the casing all out, or just pulling the inside of the furnace out?
Just the inside.
Okay, good. That makes life easier.
He told me the best thing I could do was to take the whole RV to a shop.
Okay.
And I would have done that.
Yeah. Gas line's unhooked. We got like 4 screws here. Alright, I was having a brain fart here. Should have left those 4 screws in. That's what holds the case to the camper. Should have left those. Anyhow, I took them out, and we will just go on with it. Oh, let's give her a wiggle. Oh, gotta get that screw out. The service screw. All right. Now who's the rookie? I am. Nobody's perfect. Oh yeah. Let me stuff these wires back in here. And if we lose them, if we lose sight of them, do what? I'm gonna just tape them together. That way we won't lose one wire. If we lose them, we'll lose them all. Then we'll have to go through the side over here and get our wires back. Hopefully, it won't come to that. Alright, let's stuff these back here so they don't get damaged when we pull the furnace out. It is a tight fit when you pull this furnace out of that case like this. To the back of the truck we go. Furnace on the back of the truck. Let me get y'all angled down. Or try to. Our orifice lives under here. This tube attaches to the gas valve down there where you can't see, and we get to that with a crow's foot. So let me see here. Whew. Now your wire's tight. Alright, let me get down in here with my crow's foot. See how tight this bad boy is. Sometimes they are very tight. See if this furnace, see if I can get it to foul here somehow. There we are. It wasn't too terribly tight. If y'all have ever watched my videos, y'all know that nut on that pipe, that thing can be a bear to get it started again when you're done. If this orifice is clean, and I will probably be taking this furnace back to the shop, ordering a gas valve, and then we'll be back at another time to reinstall it. Alright, that's loose. Let me move you back over here. Let's get these 10 or 11 screws out of here. So we can get to the orifice. Let me grab a magnetic bowl so I don't lose any screws. Now we're also looking in here at this the heat exchanger. I couldn't think of that word to save my soul. Make sure there's no cracks. Looks good. Doesn't look like this furnace has really been used a ton. That don't mean it ain't dirty. We'll find out here in a minute. So they get all these 500 screws out of this thing. Somebody count them. How many screws are there? I don't know. A crap ton. There's a crap ton of them. And yeah, I know. Drill's laying over on the ground. It'd be faster. I just don't like using a drill. Definitely not an impact driver on this little tin. When these screws go in this tin, this burner chamber is super thin. And it's super easy to strip these screws. To try to avoid that, I just go manual on it. It's just safer. Alright, let's look here. Didn't even hurt the gasket. A little bit of rust in there. Ooh, I don't see anything in that orifice. I bet we got a bad gas valve, which we don't actually see happen very often. Let me blow through this a little bit. There y'all are. Let me see. Nah, man, that thing's clear. Yep, I'd say we got a bad gas valve. Let's turn her over and make sure its wires are hooked up and everything. I'm gonna put this back on and just throw a couple screws in it so it's not loose and it's not flopping around. Yeah, everything looks good there. Yep. I believe we're going to just go ahead and get a gas valve. I'm thinking. There could have been a little obstruction in that orifice. I don't know. There's not now, for sure. Tell you what, I'm gonna get the nut started back on that gas valve, or I'm gonna tighten it up, snug it up. Let's test fire this thing on the bench, just to see. And if we're getting zero gas now, then we know we got a bad gas valve. Got the nut tightened up, gas line. Got my propane hooked up. Let me put these two blue thermostat wires together and let's see what she does. Zero gas. So we got a bad gas valve. Now I should have checked voltage to the gas valve, but I didn't really feel like I needed to. I could feel it clunking like it was opening. We just wasn't getting any gas at all. So yeah, that's gonna be on this one. I'm gonna put a plug in that propane line so they can still use the propane. I can put the door back on because we left the we were able to leave the case for the furnace. So I'll put the door back on, put a little tape over the vent holes to keep birds or bees and whatever out there, and I'll order a part. Probably be another video. So don't y'all let the birds and bees get in your stuff. Get down in that comment section, leave me a comment, criticism, concern. I'm probably gonna go up the road and fix another one, and y'all have a fantastic day. You know what? No, I'm definitely gonna go up the road and fix another one. Y'all have a great day. We'll catch you next time.